My brothers and sisters, greetings. Today is the 13th Sunday of Ordinary Time. Ordinary time in the church calendar is all the time of the year that is not included in the Advent Christmas cycle or the Lent Easter cycle. In other words, we can say we are in ordinary time now until December, when the season of Advent begins. The color for ordinary time is green, a symbol of hope. Hope is the attitude that has to carry all of us through life. We either live a life of hope or we live lives that are hopeless. Our readings today remind us of what our hope is built upon. It is built on Christ, who understands us and sympathizes with our needs. In today's gospel, while Jesus was preparing to preach to the crowd, Jairus, an official of the synagogue, asked him to go with him to his home to care his little daughter who was critically ill. St. Mark leaves it to us to imagine the frustration of Jesus in being called away, his ministry of preaching, but it shows that Jesus responded with compassion to the man's plea. Then a woman from the crowd interrupted Jesus by touching his cloak. Jesus insisted on knowing who had touched him, not to admonish the woman, but to be able to look directly at her and tell her tenderly, "Daughter, your faith has cured you." Then Jesus continued his journey to look after the little girl, only to be told that she was already dead. Undaunted, Jesus entered the room where the child was lying. Taking her hand, he spoke the words of life, "Little girl, get up." The little girl arose. Imagine the scene. The parents crying and laughing at the same time, hug their little girl and dance around the room with her. Jesus, always, my brothers and sisters, attentive and aware of human needs, became very practical in our daily lives. My brothers and sisters, Jesus said to the parents, "Give her something to eat." This gospel narrative tells us that Jesus had time for people, both important people like Jairus, one of the leaders of the synagogue, and this poor woman who was insignificant in the view of most of the people, and whose name even St. Mark did not know. So, my brothers and sisters, St. Mark shows us that Jesus was concerned about the profound sorrow of the father and mother whose little girl had died. But he wanted us to know that Jesus did not neglect the woman whose illness obviously was not fatal. He felt the anguish of the helpless parents, but he also recognized that the woman had her share of misery too. Jesus helped them because of their faith. Each step past the emotional reaction of fear and step out in faith. So all of us are important to Jesus, and all our needs are his concern. So don't be afraid of coming to him. Don't be afraid to call out to Jesus. He will help you. So he is the one who can give you peace, who can give you health, who can give you anything your heart desires. Trust him and it will happen. May God bless you.